Yes.
Jackie Chan, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Everybody enjoy the movie? Good.
Jackie, lovely to see you here again in the UK. Thank you for coming back. You've always had a big fan base here. I know you know that.
I know.
And you've always been very friendly and always come over and welcome us. Let me ask you about this movie. Let's start with the new movie. I was always a huge fan of Armour of God. I'm sure we have some Armour of God fans. It's great to see JC back on the screen. Why make the sequel now? Why so many years after the original? Why did you want to go back to that particular world?
There's some movie. It's like my baby, like Project A, Project A2, Project A3, Drunken Master 1, Drunken Master 2, Police Story,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Armor of God. Suppose there's an Armor of God Part 3, but I don't own the right. The right belongs to Warner Brothers, so I cannot use the Armor of God. So I changed the name to D of Zodiac. And still is an Asian heart, you know. For the last 10 years, so I try to let the audience know I'm not young anymore. I cannot continue to do the stunt.
But you see, you say that, but no one believes you. We've just seen you going downhill on a skate suit at like 70 miles an hour.
Yes, before, I think, I decided before I getting old, I want to change the audience or the fans, the base fans, they thought, oh, Jackie is a actor, is not action star. So the last 10 years, you see Shinjuku Incident and Forbidden Kingdom, Karate Kid. I just turn into a different character to let audience know, you are the actor, it's not the action. But at the same time, I'm writing the script, D of Zodiac. I know audience will think, probably going to retire, he's not going to fight anymore. But that's my secret.
But Jackie, you told me about 4 or 5 years ago you weren't going to fight anymore in film. So it wasn't so much as a secret as a lie.
No, don't trust me. Don't trust me. 10 years ago I said another 5 years.
So if we say, are you going to make more? Are you going to stop making action comedies? And you said yes, we just couldn't believe you.
I love movies. I love action movies, especially action movies. I always say, the audience watch my movie, look at that Jackie Chan, wow, look at the punch, look at the small things, look at the microphone, look at the chair turning around, wow, so good, so funny. That's what I want. I don't think the audience, after watch my drama movie, oh, look at the kiss scene, so good. I don't think audience do that. So this is why action always makes me proud. Yeah.
If you do a kiss scene that everyone's remembering for days afterwards, you probably did something wrong, I think. Let me ask you about some of the movements this time, because of course famously you do that skate sequence at the beginning is it's also a wonderful idea as well, and I know you spent a lot of time. I was lucky enough to be on the set with Jackie years ago for the film that was released. It was called Pocket Full of Miracles for a while, I think. And I was privileged to see Jackie and his team of incredibly talented, dedicated stuntmen walking around the Golden Harvest studio lot, working out the stunts based on what was available. So it was very fluid. It was almost improvised to an extent. Something like that obviously has to be worked out in advance. So where does the idea from that come from?
All those years I travel around the world. I watch a lot of magazines, especially this day, and you can find the internet. You find all kind of things. All my stunt team, most of the time, they just look at the new things. Then we keep the secret in my wallet, in my book. Every new movie comes out, I just turn what's good for Rush Hour, what's good for Shanghai Night, what's good for and this one I've been keeping the roller suit. I've been keep for like 5 years.
Wow.
Then when I decided to do this movie, I said that's good for D of Zodiac. Then I went to Paris, I find the stunt guy, I train with him for 1 month, and I bring him to the China to teach me how to do the roller things. And the wide shot, of course, he do it for me. But every tight shot, I do it myself.
Well, we can see your face because that's what people love about the movies. And that's why it's always been such I think one of the things we've enjoyed about it is seeing that, although no one wants to see you injured, of course, but the injury is also, it's something we like to talk about. So what injuries, and I'm hoping nothing too major, and this isn't a painful memory, but what injuries did you sustain on this new film?
I've been bit by the dog.
Well, we can could all be bit by a dog. That's not a Jackie Chan
Actually, the dog so nice, really so nice. From the beginning, I said, "Come, go," but until the shot, I was catching his mouth.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have to pretend angry. Get down, down. Then I can see his eyes. Look at me. Then I just said, "Okay, cut." Then I just cut. I just let go. Boom! Literally, he's by me. And second time, again. Then they realize you have to treat animal good. And the second shot, again, I have to do this. Hello, coming down. I show the shot. I said, no, it'll be good. If you do this, come on. He really want to bite you. Then spend my 1 month, 4 shots. Every 8 days, 1 needle.
Wow.
I hate needle. Then I asked the doctor, I don't want to take the needle. No, you gotta take the needle because the rabies. The rabies. Sure. I said, what happened? If I'm not gonna, am I becoming a whoa every day? Am I gonna die? I said, precaution, you have to do it. I said, okay. After I get 1 shot, you have to get 4 shots. Every 9 days for 1 shot.
Wow.
Yeah.
He must be a Jet Li fan. That's why he did that shot.
That's one of the injuries. The last injury was I fell down from the painting.
So in the
floor, the floor is okay, but the painting is like this. Boom! It's like a knife. I just. Then suddenly I thought my back is broken, and that time I think I don't want to rest my life sitting in a wheelchair. And this time lucky, what about last time? I've been lucky so many years. I should die a long time ago. And so somehow I said, I asked myself, when I should stop? When is the good timing? When is a good moment to announce I'm going to retire? And just thinking until 2 years ago in the Cannes Film Festival, I said, probably I should announce. But by the time I announced, I put back. That's my last big action movie. So the press misunderstand. I didn't say big. They thought last action movie.
Yeah.
I said that's my last big action movie. It's not last action movie.
We know you're just qualifying it so you can keep making them.
See, I just finished the movie 3 days ago. I just finished the movie with John Cruiser, Adrian Brody in the desert.
Well, tell us a bit about this, because this sounds like a fabulous story, and it's once again it has a genuine historical background, I believe.
Yes,
tell me the plot.
About 15 years ago, in China, Li Chen, suddenly the archaeologist did the grave. They find out there's so many Roman body.
And this was in China.
In China, and even that area, the people look like Caucasian. Even they speak Chinese, but the whole thing is like Caucasian. And they realized Roman be there. So we find out the story. The director with me writing the script 7 years. It's based on true story. Roman 2,000 years ago, how they lost in China Silk Road. And that time I was I act like a general, just today like a UN to protect the Silk Road. And I fight him at the end, becoming a good friend. And then how we beat Roman.
No spoilers, don't tell us the end.
Okay.
But it reminds me a little, perhaps, and I haven't seen it, of course, and I don't know exactly what you plan, but I saw recently there are several Jackie Chan movies I've enjoyed this last few weeks, because I know we were sitting there. I watched Shinjuku Incident, which I'd like to talk about a bit, but Little Big Soldier. I don't know how many people have seen Little Big Soldier. Yeah. Wonderful film, incredible film. Once again, a kind of historical drama in a way, but filled with the kind of action that we love from you, and also the heart and the comedy. But it felt more real than some of your films. It felt like, and I got the feeling this was quite a personal thing for you.
Yeah, slowly, I don't want to do the crazy, like the old day drunken master when. No, I'm not young anymore. I have to follow my age to do certain things, and I have to film something positive message, like Little Big Soldier, just no war. Everybody needs peace. When I say I need 5 acres, and the prince, no, you let me go, I give you 100 acres. I said no, too much. I only need 5 acres to farmer. All those years I just need to promote love, peace, no war. So even the last movie I just the Dragon Blade also talk about peace. Yeah, everything is not like an old day, drunken man, drink, fight, ha ha ha, snake, ego shadow, ha ha. But this day, I more care about environment, care about the world.
Please don't turn into Steven Seagal. We don't want. We don't want that fake martial arts from you.
Just like Little Big Soldier.
Yeah.
I bring your comedy, bring your action, but you can
if
find
you haven't
out.
seen it, you should definitely. I mean, you can see it. It's on Amazon, and you can watch it on VO and various different sites like that as well. But the ending as well. I know the ending, which we won't say the ending.
Okay.
But I know the ending upset some people, and some people were surprised at the ending. And that must be, and it's within your power, obviously, to decide how those movies end. Quite a bold move.
Yeah. You know what? The day in the morning, we still cannot decide who's a survivor, who's living, what I'm doing. At the end, I said, no, I decide to do this. Let him go, let him stay.
Yeah. We won't tell you what happened.
Yeah.
No, really, you've got to see it. No, we didn't give it away then. Let me ask you a little bit about Shinjuku Incident then, while we're talking about recent movies, because if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about, but it's a very different role. It's a very low-key role.
Anybody see Shinjuku story?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's a great film. You produced this as well, of course.
Yes.
It was shot in Tokyo, I believe.
Tokyo and Shinjuku.
But you're using.
We have to ask the Yakuza permission to film that film, and they let us to film it in Shinjuku.
Well, like the old days when you were first.
And the director been researched for 3 years, stay in Japan to talk about the research, and because I respect the director, then I'm agreed to do the film. Then I promised the director. The director said, Jackie, if you do the film, only thing, you cannot say anything on the set. Let me do all the things. And also, you promise you cannot change the director. You cannot fire the director. I said, okay. Then in Shinjuku, the whole thing, I only speak once. Helping the action sequence, that's all. And rest of the time, I just sit back. Yeah.
And did you enjoy that experience, or
yes,
was it not? It was
is.
nice.
Because the director Eric, I'm very respecting. Yeah.
It's a terrific performance for you. There's one fight scene in that I saw early on, and you think, oh no, is this going to be, but is this going to be a more traditional? But you obviously fight clumsily.
Yes.
In it, you fight like a real person would fight to an extent. And I wonder, is that hard for you? Because for the rest of us, that's what we would do. But
it is really hard.
For you, it must be hard to pull back from the actual good moves.
Yeah. Some you like Shinjuku, this kind of story, you cannot do this. Yeah. No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Just like the Adrian Brody, Jackie, teach me how to do this. I said, no, easy, just bang, bang, bang. We are Roman and Chinese fighting, pass, pass. It's not like no. I said, I want every different fighting. Rush hour fight different. Shanghai noon fight different. You have to decide as a stunt coordinator. You have to decide what kind of style you do it.
Jackie, after this, before we leave, I'm going to ask Jackie to do that up close to me, and I'll put it as a GIF online, and we can all share it. We want to save that moment. You mentioned the Rush Hour movies, and I know they were huge hits, and they kind of opened the door for you in the States. So Shanghai Noon as well, of course. You'd made American films before, some very small cameos, and then, of course, Rumble in the Bronx, The Big Brawl, which never did as well as us fans wanted them to do, but they weren't as good. They weren't. It's like the directors didn't understand how to make your movies for the American audience. But the Rush Hour movies, explain to me what you don't like about them or what you don't get about them, because I know they're not your favourites by a long way, are they?
Yeah, and in the old day when I famous in Asia, I try to get an American market. I get there, we pay the director, we producer. Our company. Then when I design an action sequence, the director, no, check it, too much. I said, no, I like you like a Clint Eastwood. Oh, one punch, knock somebody down, boom, make my day. I said, director, did you know that's more difficult? Just one kick, one punch. No, we don't like that because it's our production. So I still do these kind of things. But I trust him. Nobody could see it. To see the movie, it fell.
But I remember when I saw Rumble in the Box, the one moment it came along was when you're practicing with the practice bar, and everyone's going, "Good, Jackie, good," and then it's these terrible American sequences. It was a peculiar decision by them.
Then after I do the Big Brawl, fell. I do the Protector, also fell. Then I said, okay, forget American market, I just go back to Asia, do my own things. But 15 years later, the whole Hollywood, everybody learned from me. And they hire my stunt guy, they're calling me up. Then I send all my JC team, Jackie Chan team to American to teach all of actors do the pa. I think it's a wrong timing, wrong moment. This,
too early.
Right now is the right moment.
Well, now, of course, China is the growing market, and all the American studios want to make movies that will open in China. So, and I know there's not really a Hong Kong film industry as there used to be so much as a Chinese film industry. Of course, how has that changed the way that you work? You used to shoot films in Cantonese. I'm assuming now they're all in Mandarin. Did you speak Mandarin from childhood? Did you have to learn this as an adult?
I speak Mandarin when I was young, a little bit, not very much. And of course, and right now, China market, you got to speak. Just like when you go to American market, you got to speak English.
Well, American.
Yeah.
Okay. When I get in American, I just tell the audience, do you understand my English? You understand? Okay, you don't understand, sorry, they're rejecting in English. The same thing. Same thing when I, in China, the Mandarin, sometimes I don't understand either. There's so many languages in China. Of course, China, I think right now is the second biggest market in the world, probably for the next 5 years. Not without 5 years, the biggest market in the world.
Wow.
We have almost 1.4 billion people. Right now we have like 18,000 screen. Probably end of this year, 30,000, right? Next 5, it's just every 1 second, one screen comes up.
But you must be one of the heroes of Chinese cinema, then, aren't you? I mean, it must be great for you.
Sort of. Sort of.
Well, let me ask you about the other great hero of Chinese cinema, who you worked with early on and who we're all big fans of, the incredible Bruce Lee. And I know that when you started your career, you deliberately went out of your way to do the opposite. You wanted to make your own name.
Yes.
But working with Bruce as a man to work with, to film with, what are your memories that you can share with us of Bruce Lee?
And that time he was a superstar. I was a stunt guy. I remember first time I worked with him is Jing Moment. What's the
Dragon film.
Fist of Fury.
Fist of yes. Chinese Fist of Fury.
Who was in first with that?
And Fist of Fury. I was double the Japanese guy. From about that high, flying out to the house and fall down 6 times, land on the concrete, no match, nothing. And Bruce Lee just boom again, just wow, you okay? I said, of course I'm okay. If I say not okay, I'm fired. In China, Hong Kong at that time, you got this. Even I broken my ankle. Okay. And at that time, first time I know him, he just looked at me. And after I double, I get the money, then I run away. Then the second time I met him.
The second film was Enter the Dragon. Thank you.
Enter the Dragon. And the one shot, he was a fire, I think more than like a 12 or 14 guy with 2 sticks. I'm the end of the one. Bam! Then bam! Then look, turn around, walk away. Then rehearsal. By the time we're really filming, I just waiting until I just go out. Boom! One shot. Here. I just tongue. But I'm okay. Hurt. As a stunt guy, get used to it, get hurt. But in the school, my teacher hit me more hurt than this. Then I lie down, I just like this, look at Bruce. It doesn't move. I look at Bruce Lee, then turn around. As soon as I cut, I hear Bruce Lee drop the stick. Oh my God! Actually, nothing. For me, it's nothing. But I see him run to me. Are you okay? Then I said, no, I'm fine. I just, more painful. He said, I'm sorry. I'm saying, okay. Of course, the whole night, you see the blues are around this. And that time, we have overtime. 6 o'clock actually finished. But the director would continue filming another day. So he said, you stay. I'm stay means I pay overtime. And he hit me again to the water, then I get double pay. I think he do a purpose. And that day, suppose I only earn $8 US a day. But on that day I own almost $120.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But you could barely walk after that.
I'm just so happy. Then that's the second time I met him. The whole night, Just every time you see me, just like this. Sorry. Yeah, I just. Okay.
I wish he. I wish he was alive. Obviously, as a fan and as someone who admired him greatly. But at the same time, I wish he had been alive to see you become the star you were, because I think he would have loved to have seen this guy who wouldn't sort of quit go on to become a huge star. I think that would have been a nice thing for him as well. You mentioned the school that you were at, where you, and I know it was a tough school. We call them the Peking Opera School over here. I think that makes us think about opera and singing, but of course it's a very different experience. And you had contemporaries who you worked with in many movies. The two I'm most familiar with is Wen Baio, I'm probably saying that, Wen Baio, and Sammo Hung.
Sammo Hung.
Of course, Sammo you're still in touch with, I think. Are you still friends with Sammo?
Still good friend. He always my mentor. He always my big brother. Because in the school, we have to respect Sammo. He always my teacher. Like Yuan Biao, he respect me. Always I'm his teacher. You know, we have who's out there, who's the Chinese traditional things. Yeah.
And do they come to you for advice for their films? Do you ask them for advice when you're making films?
Yes, we always. Like Sammo Hung right now, he just asked me to helping him to do another film, but it's too far away. I said after London, I give him a call. Yeah.
My favourite Sammo Hung movie, I'm sure we have, was Pedicab Driver. Is an incredible film. Isn't that a great film? I didn't want to just throwing that in to show off. Okay. I'm going to ask you about a weird project which I don't know much about, but I know you've been involved in China, which is Jackie Chan's Disciple. The film where you've been looking for someone to sort of take on the legacy of Jackie in movies and other things.
Second Jackie Chan.
So a reality show, and you found someone.
I found 7 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, because in the movie industry, you need all kind of people, fat, skinny, so I find...
There's hope for all of us, ladies and gentlemen.
Now they're pretty good. They make everybody making a movie.
And what's your intention? Will you be producing films with them in? Will you be
producing? And I feed them, I buy a clothes to them, I train them, and I find a teacher to teach them to singing, dancing, martial art. When I'm filming, they just sit beside me to learning. On the set, becoming a first AD or stunt guy, everything.
So you're going to let them look at the industry right across the board. You're going to try and nurture them as stars, but maybe also as producers. And
I don't know. One day they might be becoming a star. One day they may not. It's just hard to say.
I'm not going to ask you to sing just yet, Jackie, but the other night at the Prince Charles Cinema, Jackie did sing, of course, but I'm using that as a way to get into the police story movies, which are some of my favourite films of yours as well. And I believe the theme for, I think it was Police Story 4. Was it 4 that you released as a single, and then it was used by the Hong Kong police for their commercials to get people to join the Hong Kong police to great effect, which I imagine probably wasn't what you had in mind. So maybe we'll get another song for you, but could we have a little bit from the theme from Police Story 4? How did that go?
The song?
Yeah. Well, Jackie has a beautiful voice, and he trained as a singer at the Peking Opera School, I believe, way back when. And you've had, how many hits have you had in China and Hong Kong?
I cannot remember.
So many. I've got some of the albums. I don't recommend them, but they're worth having. 2008,
yeah. I released a single for free. You know how many people download?
How many?
Guess.
12. 12 million.
More.
20 million.
600 million people.
Wow. There aren't 600 million people in the planet. There are people in space down there. New York Times Magazine, that only happened in China. That's going to be, it's just you and Psy fighting for supremacy online.
And Lionel Richie, Jackie, help me, I want to get in China market. And Lionel Richie wrote a song for me. It's called One World. Beautiful song. One World.
Have you recorded it?
He recorded. I haven't translated Chinese yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about peace. We one world, one love. It's a very beautiful lyric. Yeah, it's about peace and love.
And obviously, that's something which, as we know, is now what you want to promote. That's the message you want to send out there. How is it when you're making a movie now, when you're creating a movie, when you're sitting down to write? Because, of course, you're a producer on a write. I'd like to ask you about some of the films you produce as well. But when you sit down to write now, just when you started now, how do you approach the task? You have the idea first, you have the character first, you have the plot beats first, you have a setting, you want it to be a certain period in history. What is it that inspires you to start writing a film?
when I write my own film, different than some other people, like Police Story, Project A, like 12 Zodiac. First, rollerblade, okay, roller suit.
So the action sequences.
Yeah. Then parachute. Then volcano. Then sofa fight. Okay.
Which makes sense because the beats of an action film are the big action
Then
scene.
bang, bang, bang. Then why the roller? No, honestly, we don't have like okay, I have a story. No, why the roller bucket? Okay, I'm the thief. Then why I'll do the parachute? Why? Yeah.
That's how they do the Transformers films, but they don't ever have an answer.
Because we are action guy.
So that's the money, really. That's what people are paying to see.
Like Police Story. Okay, the mountain, the car chasing scene, supermarket. Then why I'm going to see? Why I'm doing it? Okay, how many characters we need? That's how it's different than American. American, they have a script.
Yeah.
Then they add up the action sequence.
But you can see that sometimes. You can see the flaws in both those systems sometimes. Because sometimes you'll see a movie that has been made, the martial arts style perhaps, where it's the action and you think, well, the plot doesn't really work. And sometimes in America you see, well, the action doesn't seem genuine. But you must know, I guess, there's a moment where you think, okay, this is convincing. The audience will go with that for that scene. But if you can't find a good enough reason, but it's a good enough action scene, will you still put it in?
It depends the script really. Like Rush Hour, the beginning they have like a coffee shop fighting. Then second scene, another coffee shop and fighting. Another coffee shop. I said no, enough coffee shop. I have no more to fight. You know, if the studio, okay, I fight with this.
Yeah.
Then second again. I have nothing to use anymore.
Yeah.
I said you got to change, or either supermarket fight, coffee shop, or kitchen.
Yeah.
You have so many things. You have an iron, you have a wash machine, and that's how I change the script.
When you look at Western action movies, when you look at something like, for example, and it just made me think of this, The Bourne Identity.
Yes.
What do you think of the way those fight sequences are shot and staged?
Very good. In this day, American, all new generation, new director, they use a lot of stunt coordinator and go with the Chinese style now. Not like it used to be. Okay, fight, master shot from the whole thing.
Yeah.
Now they know. Boom, 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 cut. And back to close shot and use the speed and 48 and turning to 22.
They're shooting them like you used to shoot them.
Yes.
That's what they're doing. Yeah.
In the old day, when I remember I was filming a Protector. The director, he said, Jackie, how you do the whole thing? I said, I'm fight from here to here. Okay, master shot. I said, no, can you move the camera here? No, do the master shot. I said, it doesn't work, master shot. No, do whatever you want to stop. I said, okay. They will never listen to me.
It amazes me, the vanity, why they didn't listen to you. Because you knew what you were doing, they clearly didn't. It always amazed me that they wouldn't listen to you.
It makes me, because they are director, I have to listen to them. Okay.
Not anymore then.
I open the door. Open it up, bang, bang, stop. Then he said, continue. I said, no, that's how far I can go. Okay, moving the camera. See? Why didn't you listen to me to before?
You know, we've kind of run out of time for this. I could talk to you for 5, 6, 12 hours. Whether or not everyone would stay, I don't know. But unfortunately, we do want to make sure you guys get some questions.